autumn time. Blankets, pillows and throws.
What do you prefer, HOMESENSE or Primark? I might have to add a mug to the mug collection today.
I love a faux flower, me. These look well posh for a £5. Can we just take a moment? Oh my giddy aunt, can we believe this is my first ever come shop with me? Not gonna lie guys, I've always been a little bit scared to film one of these. For some reason, it just terrifies the heebie-jeebies out of me. I feel like I'm gonna get told off for filming in shops. So, this is the very first one I've ever done, and what a way to start other than HOMESENSE. HOMESENSE, genuinely one of my favourite shops on the planet. I think it is absolutely heaven on earth. So yesterday I popped to my local HOMESENSE, which is in Chelmsford, because this year I am completely throwing myself into the autumn vibes. Don't get me wrong, I love summer, and I've always said I'm such a summer person, but this year autumn just feels different. To be honest, I think it's because of lockdown. I think everyone's at home, everyone's cozy. It's given me an excuse to be at home all the time, which is my favourite thing in the world. So I just want to make the most of the little things in life this year. The candles, which I love every year anyway. The blankets, the cozy PJs. If there's any time to enjoy everything about the coziness of autumn, it is 2020. I did manage to film a little bit in HOMESENSE, and I'm going to put a little voiceover to explain everything that I filmed. Not going to lie, I do feel I went a little bit early though. I went sort of mid-September, and I don't feel like the autumn stock was thriving in some areas. I was a little bit disappointed, but you'll see what I mean in a little bit. So, gonna show you around my local HOMESENSE, and then I'm gonna sit down and show you everything that I bought. Some of this stuff I'm looking at is honestly, it just fills my heart with happiness.
We have just arrived at HOMESENSE. Here it is behind me, the mothership. What do you prefer, HOMESENSE or Primark?
I don't know, ask me afterwards.
Okay, I'll ask you when we come out. I'm very excited to go and look at the candles, pumpkin spice candles, blankets, pillows, mugs as well. We all know how much I love a mug. Might have to add a mug to the mug collection today. So yeah, we're gonna go and have a look around, and I'll bring you with me. So first of all is the cushions. I wasn't a massive fan of these just because they are quite colourful and patterned, but if that's your vibe, you would love them. These are a few of the blankets. I'm a neutrals gal. Love these cushions. Honestly, these are so much more my vibe. Christmas baubles. I could not believe my eyes. They had some really pretty ones. Look at this little bird. Some classic styles, a lot of silvers. So if you're a silver kind of person, you would love the Christmas baubles this year. I could not believe the amount of fake plants. There were so many different sizes, different colours. There are a lot of white faux flowers, also a lot of pinks. And look at this autumnal tray. I loved it. Right next to the plants is the pots. There were so many, but none of them really floated my boat. Teddy bear duvets as well. These were a massive thing. There were huge stands of teddy bear duvets. And then little ottomans for the end of your bed. I particularly liked this footstool. This was only £30. I was so impressed. They also had it in mustard yellow. If you're looking for a new pair of slippers, HOMESENSE is the one. £29.99, and they are so soft. They had some funky chairs as always. I wish I had a place for the pink one. Don't we all love a notebook? I never used them, but I did really like these two in particular. Oh my goodness, we're on to the best part of HOMESENSE, the candle section. I honestly could stand in this section all day long. They didn't have a massive amount of autumnal candles, but I was really happy with the ones that I did pick up. And as always, they have a lot of glassware in right now. Loads of different vases, different styles, different sizes. Also, how beautiful are these plates? There were so many decorative plates like this. I honestly wanted to buy every single one, but I don't know what I would use it for. Although these little leaf trays for £6.99 almost went straight in my basket. Here we have a couple of sofas of dreams. If woven baskets are your thing, HOMESENSE is where you need to be at. As always, got loads of baskets in stock. I know towels aren't very autumnal, but I thought I'd show you the colour range because I was very impressed. I actually fell in love with these little side tables. I have no use for them, but I really wanted to buy that little one. Something inside my soul was telling me to own that. Love this bar cart as well, but one, I don't drink, and two, I don't have my own house, so I have no use for this. I love a good mug as much as the next person, but I was a little bit disappointed. Where are the autumnal mugs? There are a few I liked, but in general, how unaesthetically pleasing is this? And finally, Himalayan salt lamps. I adore mine. I could not believe that HOMESENSE had them in, and they were only £12.99. That is super cheap.
So now that you've had a little insight into what's in store, I'm going to show you the things that I loved and that I picked out. I didn't go absolutely crazy, but the things that I bought I absolutely adore. So first up, I've got a little bit of foliage. I love a faux flower, me. So the ones that I picked up this time look like this. They're all white. There weren't any like orangey flowers, anything brown, anything beige. At the minute, I'm loving neutral tones. I'm kind of regretting having a grey bedroom right now because I am so here for all the earthy tones. So I decided just to go for white because I have got a new little vase in my bedroom. So I knew I wanted to get some flowers. So I got this one, which was $2.99. And then I got two of these ones. I think these are super pretty. These were $4.99 each. I do feel like that's quite expensive for these, but I mean, they're faux flowers, so they're going to last a lifetime. I have a confession. I did buy a couple of Christmas items. It's September, I know, but Christmas this year is just going to be so much fun. Obviously, I've got little puppy now, my little puppy Sunny. It's her first Christmas. So as a family, we have decided for Christmas, we are going all out with the cozy vibes, with the decorations, with the good food, with the puppy pictures. I'm truly so excited about it. So I got this to go in our living room. Look at this Christmas wreath. This was only $9.99. I feel like that's super cheap for this. I like it because even though it's glittery, it's not a lot. It's not like in your face. I might try and attempt to make my own wreath this year with berries and pine cones and things like that, maybe for on the front door. But for in our living room, we do keep things quite simple. So I thought this would be a really nice little addition and it matches the colours in our living room perfectly. Although I do have glitter everywhere now. The next thing I bought is a pair of slippers. I am so pleased with these. It's untrue. You actually will have seen a couple of clips of these, but I could not believe my eyes when I found them. So these are what they look like. They're basically like fake Ugg slippers, but hear me out with this one. I bought a pair of Ugg slippers not even long ago, probably it was last month, it was around my birthday, and I returned them because the bottom of them felt like cardboard with a bit of fluff on it. Like it wasn't squishy, and that's what I want in a slipper. If a pair of slippers aren't comfy, what is the point? Honestly, the £4 memory foam ones from Primark are comfier than the Ugg slippers that I bought. And then I found these. These are like a great in between. So this is what they look like. I went for the pink ones. They had pink, they had grey, or they had brown, and I've tried these on now. I've got home and they're so comfortable. They were $29.99. I had a look on the website and I think they're actually about £42 normally, so they're a little bit cheaper from HOMESENSE. But in my opinion, these are more comfortable than Ugg slippers, and Uggs are way more expensive than that. I can't wait for it to be cold and think, oh, my feet are freezing after a little walk. Put your slippers on, put the kettle on, light a little candle. Oh my gosh, what dreams are made of. Speaking of candles, oh my goodness. Is the candle section not just the best thing about HOMESENSE? I could spend all day sniffing the candles in there. It's always the busiest place in the shop because everyone else agrees. Two of the candles specifically that I bought three altogether, but this first one, potentially the best smelling candle I've ever smelled in my life. Pumpkin cheesecake. Can we just take a moment? I didn't think I was gonna like this because I don't like really, really sweet smells, although I've kind of contradicted myself with some of these. But this smells, it's quite cinnamony. It is a bit cheesecakey, you know, obviously the clue's in the name, but it doesn't smell overly sweet. You know, like marshmallow candles, for example, they're not really my vibe. It does definitely smell sweet though, but it's not overwhelmingly sweet. The thing that initially drew me to this is obviously the packaging. How adorable is it? And then when I opened the lid, I was like, oh my God, heaven on earth. And this was only $6.99. $6.99. And then I also bought another one from the same brand, which is DW Home. This one is white pumpkin, also $6.99. And this one is basically this orange one without the sweetness. So if you really don't like sweet candles, I would definitely say go for the white pumpkin. It just smells pumpkin-y and a little bit spicy. It's not overwhelming. This one is definitely a stronger scent, but I really like them both. And I think the little thing on the side is just so cute. That's gonna look so nice, like on the fireplace. We haven't got a fireplace, but on the radiator cover. And then the last candle I picked up is about to completely contradict what I've just said because birthday cake, but it's not overpowering. Again, I don't smell it and think, oh, that makes me feel ill. It's definitely sweet, don't get me wrong. I think I do like sweet candles. I don't know what I'm talking about. It just smells nice and I like the packaging. I thought it would look nice in my bedroom because my bedroom is like mostly white. And this one was $5.99, so a little bit cheaper than the pumpkin fancy ones, but you can definitely tell a difference, can't you? Not surprised they've charged an extra £1 for that bow. Let's talk about mugs. I am the mug connoisseur. I am very judgmental when it comes to mugs. It has to be the right thickness, it can't be too big, it can't be too small, the handle can't feel weird. Honestly, I'm so picky. So, I was expecting really cute mugs in HOMESENSE, like lovely ones with robins on and pretty colours like oranges and browns and just cosy feeling. No, that is not what I was met with. I was very disappointed in the mug section. I think there was one orange mug. There were a couple of animals, but there were no cute ones. The only mug that I saw that I liked, I'm not even going to use for a mug. So it looks like this. It's very, you can't really tell on camera, but it is very big, but it's very shallow. I'm not going to use this for tea or coffee. This, for a cup of tea, is my worst nightmare. I would just about get away with hot chocolate in this, but I'm going to use this for tomato soup. I think putting tomato soup in here, getting some bread, putting it into soak, it's the perfect soup mug. It really is. It was $3.99, but overall, the mug section in HOMESENSE right now, not really vibing with it, I have to be honest. The gift section, the gift section, the gift section. Not that great at the minute because it's nowhere near Christmas, but I did find these, which I really like. Not actually giving these away, these are a gift to oneself. But this is a Bayliss and Harding set. Can't go wrong with these at Christmas, everyone loves them. This is in the scent Cranberry Martini. I actually don't drink anymore, so I'm just gonna lap up this hand soap instead. Obviously I'm not gonna drink it, but I'll enjoy the smell. This is a hand wash and a body lotion. I think these are so nice. I'm gonna save them for Christmas because we like to have a festive soap at Christmas. There's another Bayliss and Harding one that we absolutely love. I can't remember what it is. It's called like Midnight Berry or something like that. I'll put a picture on screen. This is our favourite one, but we're gonna settle for this one because we found it now. And this was $4.99 this set. I think that's so good and they look so pretty if you did want to give them to someone for Christmas. Even the little bow and everything. They're a great stocking filler or a great filler. If you're giving someone like a hamper or something, these look well posh for a £5. Autumn time. Blankets, pillows and throws. The blankets and throws section was again very disappointing in my local HOMESENSE. I was very sad about it. I did have my heart set on a cosy, chunky, knitted blanket. Didn't find one. And the ones I did find I felt were all really overpriced. So I didn't pick up a blanket this time. I'm as sad as you are. But I did get a pillow. So I got this white faux fur pillow. I know it's not the most interesting, but I got one that's pretty much identical to this from HOMESENSE a few years ago now. It's from DKNY, and ever since I bought that one, I've always wished that I bought two, but I've never found the same pillow. Now this isn't exactly the same, this isn't from DKNY, but it's very similar. It feels the same, it's the same size. This is from a brand called Hotel Balfour, and it was a lot cheaper than the other one. I think for the DKNY one I paid like £30 maybe, $29.99. This one was $9.99, so the quality's not as good, but when they're on my bed in the winter, you're not going to be able to tell from a distance, and no one sits on my bed except me. I'm the most single person on the planet. If I hadn't made this video, you wouldn't even know that they're two different pillows. This is just the B-Tech one, but I still love her. She's still soft. I actually have plans for a dining table centerpiece this autumn and Christmas. Now, I do still live with my parents. I still live at home, but I am like the interior designer of the house and they are more than happy for me to do it. I treat the interior design of this house as if it's my own and they're so happy to go with the flow. I think they're just grateful they haven't got to do it themselves, but I love doing it. So for our dining table centerpiece, I picked up this little vase. This was $6.99 and my plan for this is to put a, what's it called? Pillar candle. I'm gonna get a set of fake ones with a remote control, just the LED lights, because I think they're way easier than actually lighting a candle. And if I'm gonna light a candle, I want it to smell nice. So what's the point in having just a plain one, do you know what I mean? So that's going to go in the middle. Then I've ordered from Amazon some pine cones, some fake acorns, some dried orange slices, and I might put some fairy lights in it as well. And I'm just going to make it a really nice brown neutrals dining table centerpiece for on our table, and I think it's going to look lovely. I went for this one because it's quite wide, so I think I'm going to be able to fit quite a lot in it. $6.99, handmade in Poland. The food section of HOMESENSE is sometimes frowned upon, and I'm not sure why, because I think the food in the food section is delicious. You can get some right nice little treats in there that you wouldn't find in your local Sainsbury's or your local Tesco. To me, fudge is a very autumn kind of food. I don't know why. I would never pick up fudge in the summer. Is that weird? Is that just me that's made that up in my head? To me, it's just cosy. I'm thinking like hot chocolates, marshmallows, fudge. Does that fit into the category? Anyway, I picked up some maple syrup fudge and it was $2.29. And then I also picked up this Bailey's Luxury Fudge. I have opened both of these already, I'm not gonna lie. These are incredible. And these ones were $2.49. Then I got some shortbread. This is definitely an autumnal wintry snack. These ones have chunky chocolate and clotted cream in them. How delicious does that sound? And these were only $1.99. Then for my dad, I got some baklavas because he absolutely adores these. They're like his favourite thing ever. And for my mum, I got some soft nougat. Nougat? Is that how you pronounce it? Does anyone actually know? Nougat, nugget. Nougat sounds posher. They're not Christmas presents or anything like that. I'm just going to give them to him now because I'm a nice daughter. The baklavas were £2.49 and the nougat was $1.99. And then the final item that I picked up, you really are about to think I'm crackers because I got some Christmas crackers, didn't I? These were $12.99 for 6 luxury crackers. My thought process, right? Nice crackers always sell out so quickly. We always leave it too late. We end up buying the really cheap ones from Asda. Nothing wrong with them, but I don't really want a teeny tiny magnifying glass. I have no use for it. Whereas in these ones, you do get actually better stuff. Well, I'm looking on the back. Okay, maybe this was a waste of money. They're all games. I was hoping for some tiny screwdrivers because they're actually quite handy, but never mind. So my friends, that is everything that I picked up from HomeSense. My favourite things are definitely the 2 pumpkin candles, specifically the pumpkin cheesecake. I highly recommend you go into HomeSense and have a good old sniff of this. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please do give it a big thumbs up and let me know in the comments down below, what is your fave out of HomeSense, B&M bargains and home bargains? You can throw TK Maxx in there if you want to as well. I would love to know. HomeSense is definitely my fave. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you're having a lovely week and I'll see you again soon with another little video. Bye guys. Love ya.